Everyone out there on Facebook. Giving this another try this week. We have a different video audio setup. It's not exactly what I wanted, so we'll see how it goes. I am really not great at like technical mumbo jumbo, but I'm such a ham I can get out in front of the camera and just talk, which is what we're going to do each week. And hopefully it'll be on a topic of some value to people. What we talked about last week, although it was maybe not heard by most and we're going to have to re-record it, is we talked about, is chiropractic safe? I'll give you the quick review preview for the repeat of the video, which is yes, and I'll talk about that at greater length when we re-record that, when you can actually hear it. But if you want to turn the computer up to 11, dial it up to 11, you can still watch that other video that is accessible on Facebook. Today, what I wanted to talk about was a question that is often asked: is chiropractic covered by insurance? Does health insurance cover chiropractic services? And just like last week, I'm going to go into more detail on the answer, but I'll give you the quick answer is yes. Most insurers, most insurance companies do cover chiropractic services in different states. Different state managed programs, like let's say Medicaid in New York State does not cover chiropractic, which is really unfortunate because that's a population that desperately needs chiropractic services. Oftentimes when I do see someone who's a Medicaid recipient, they've tried many other approaches. They've tried they've had a series of injections, they've tried any number of therapies or interventions, and they're really not getting anywhere with it, and we've been able to help out. So it's unfortunate that that Medicaid in New York isn't going to cover chiropractic, but virtually every other insurance in New York State does. Medicare is a federal program, as we all know, and they cover chiropractic services like all insurers based on medical necessity. Every insurance company has a different definition of that, but that's something where if there is a need for chiropractic services that can be documented for medical necessity, then insurance does cover a portion of, if not all, of the chiropractic services. Again, it's different. Plans are going to cover different things. So if you get a I have a high deductible insurance plan, so no matter what I do, whether I see the chiropractor, the internal medicine doctor, the gastroenterologist, the physical therapist, whomever, the first X amount of dollars is coming out of my pocket, and then they will cover at a certain percentage. And that's where most plans are, is there is some deductible to be met. Some it's very small, as little as $50, other it's as much as $10,000, and then at some point, healthcare services are covered, whether it's chiropractic, whether it's diagnostic testing, whether it's cardiology. And so in this area, and every out west, there's more Humana, Kaiser, Permanente. Out here, there's a lot of Excellus, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, Empire, Medicare. I mean, Medicare is everywhere. And all of those insurers cover chiropractic services. Again, different plans have different co-pays, different co-insurance, and that's where working with a provider, in our office, the first thing that we do when people come in, we receive we say hello. That's always a good start. And we receive your intake forms, writing down your health history and all of that. And then we make a copy of your insurance card so that we can go either online or get on the phone and find out what your benefits are. And then communicate that to our patients and say, this is what they will cover, this is what they won't cover. And ultimately, when the question gets asked, does chiropractic get covered by my insurance, or do you take my insurance, or how much is this going to cost? The question I have is, what is it going to take to achieve your health goals? What treatment do you need to receive here? What do you need to be doing at home? How long might it take? And then I can give a estimate as to what the cost of really the reason that people come in to get a problem fixed or to improve their health in some way or to get back to doing something that they're not able to do either partially or fully because of what's holding them back. And if we can help them out, you know, that's I'd love to work with them. And if for whatever reason I'm not the best fit to help them out, then my job is to point you in the right direction elsewhere. Or often we co-manage with other providers where I can do what I do best and the other providers do what they do best, so the patient gets the biggest benefit and really can attain their health goals. And it's based on that where I can you know, give an estimate of, you know, if your copay is this, if your coinsurance is this, here's about how long it might take to get better. You know, I don't have a crystal ball. I can't predict to the exact number of visits, you know, how long it might take for someone to fully heal, because we're all different, but I have a pretty good idea after doing this for about 10 years how you know, what we can expect in terms of how the rate at which people heal and restore function. So anyway, I've already run over the 5-minute limit that I had set for myself. Question is, does chiropractic get covered by insurance? The answer is yes. How do you know? You know, when you go to your chiropractor or when you come to our office, we'll do a benefits check, find out what is and is not covered so that we can let you know what may, you know, what your cost for getting things taken care of here would be. Thanks for watching us. Thanks for checking us out each week. You can always go back and watch these videos, but if you can be on them live, even better, then I can answer your questions as we're live. And then we will have, again, a little shaky camera, and then we'll have a video next week. I don't think we have the questions set up yet, but we will have that out today because we've got a couple of questions that we've had brought up multiple times this week here in the office. So we'll get that sent out, and I look forward to seeing you on Facebook. If you haven't liked our page, please like our page, then you'll get notification of when we're putting these things out, which will get reminders sent out to people who are interested. And I hope you have a great rest of the day, and tune in next week too.